unique in a number of ways then, because as I understand, you don't really market, you don't exhibit.
Yeah.
You don't act like a 21st century marketing savvy kind of artist.
Boy, yeah, I'm not. Friends keep telling me you got to get a website. Mary Wolf told me recently, you got to get a website.
Mm-hmm.
Mary Wolf's telling me, I don't know how old Mary is, but she's another generation
Right.
ahead of me at least, and she's telling me that I need to get a website, and I do. But yeah, just the whole approach, and also the way I work too is it's not geared toward making money, If I were to figure out what I make, I may not make anything when I figure it out.
So you don't figure it out?
Oh no! I mean, it's probably pennies per hour or something. I mean, it's just the time that I spend is yeah. I don't budget it. I mean, as long as it takes.
Mm-hmm.
It takes as long as it takes. And
So you wouldn't compromise, you wouldn't shortcut.
no, no. But at the same time, I mean, I also can't expect, patrons to pay to indulge me like that,
Mm-hmm.
But I do have a certain standard then, and I think the more I work, the quicker I'll get at it,
Mm-hmm.
and the more I'll understand the process and I'll understand what's involved, but.
Did you always want to be an artist?
Well, I didn't have, and I don't know if we've got a chance to talk about this at all, but previously, but I didn't have any high school art,
Mm-hmm.
so I didn't, and when I started at the university, I was a English major,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
which I liked a lot.
Majors, yeah.
I had a very memorable class with Wally Martin.
Oh, he
Yeah.
just died recently.
Oh, did he really? Oh,
Yeah.
that's too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was I think American Lit since 1945 maybe.
Yeah, it's probably
And-
modern.
Yeah, and I think Salinger and Henry Miller and all the beats, and it was
Mhm.
wonderful. It was wonderful. But I didn't have any art. Then I took a drawing class with Diana Eddy,
Yeah.
and then I was then I was pretty much hooked. And then once I took a printmaking class with Peter Loyne, then there was no turning back. So I did come to it kind of late, and which is one of the reasons why I've been so persistent in trying to interest my alma mater, St. Francis, in bringing students. I tried to get them to come down during when I had the painting here, so that they could see the painting in progress, and I could give them a behind-the-scenes look at things and show them the sketches yeah, still they had
They're still
no
thinking
interest
about-
still. So
Well, if there was ever a time when that attitude is most pervasive, it's now. 30 years ago was probably a golden age compared to the role that the arts tend to take now
yeah,
in all curricula.
yeah.
And so how can you as a almost lifetime artist, I mean, what do you see? Is it important that we have the next generation of artists? Can you have art in your life without becoming a professional? Do we need
Absolutely.
professional artists?
Because now the same friend of mine from St. Francis, he represents Queens on the New York City Board of Education, and he's been instrumental in bringing in all kinds of dance performers and musicians into different schools throughout the district there, and that. Well, I can remember when I was at Grove Patterson, maybe like in 4th grade, and a string quartet came through, and this will have to maybe wait for another lifetime, but after seeing that, I wanted, violin or viola was what I wanted to play, and that remains the case today, and so it made such an impression on me, and so I do think it's really, really important to be exposed to that kind of thing, and I think that if you're if you are interested in the arts, you'll find a way to get there, you know? I mean, like I did, because I mean, I didn't, eventually you'll be exposed to it. But I do think that it's, and I've contacted, again, with St. Francis, I mean, I offered to teach, I was like, let me just let me teach a drawing class. Give me a drawing class to teach.